This video will show you how to print on a Mac to the Konicas, Ricohs, Copytronics, Ultrex, pretty much any of the copiers that we have at the offices. So if you go to File and go to Print, you then want to browse to whichever printer you have at the office. In this case, I'm going to be using the workroom printer for professionals. So we have KWRP Workroom Konica, and then Preset. We want to come down here and pick black and white or color. Now this may look a little bit different depending on the office that you're at, but for the most part it should be about the same. So we'd pick black and white, and we'd push print. And that's pretty much it. Now we're always looking for this printer and preset menu. If we don't see this, which you'll see an example of here in a second, then we have to kind of go around a little bit. There's two main programs where we don't see that print menu right off the bat. The first one is any of the Adobe programs. So if we go File, Print, give it a second, we'll get this menu. Now once again, we don't see the preset option anywhere on here. What we'll be looking for is down here on the bottom left. For Adobe Reader it says Printer. For Adobe Illustrator it says Setup. You may have to kind of look around depending on the Adobe product, but it should be down here on the bottom left. So I'll click on Printer here. Get a little warning saying it's provided by the operating system. That's fine. If we hit yes and move on, we should then be greeted with something that'll give us the option to choose our preset. So once again, Printer, Workroom, Preset, black and white. We'd push print here, and this is really important. When we get back to this main window, we need to push print again down here. And that's it. Now for Chrome, this is the other big one where the print menu is a little bit different. So if we go to File and Print, we see this screen. Now once again, we don't have an option for preset. Down here on the bottom left, we have Print Using System Dialog. If we click that, that should take us to the System Dialog, which will let us choose a printer and a preset. I'll give it just a second here. So there we go, printer and our preset. And that's it. Just hit print and you're done. So some caveats for printing. If you don't see that preset and printer option, maybe go see staff about that. Once again, you should only really have this issue with Chrome and Adobe products. I haven't seen anything else yet. The other thing you want to make sure is that you're actually on the Works network. If you're on Xfinity or you're on a different network, you won't be able to print. You're going to want to look for the KW Realty or whichever Wi-Fi network works for your office. That's pretty much it as far as troubleshooting goes. There's those two major things. And the reason why the preset is important is that's where your actual printer code is programmed, the one that you have to enter into the copier. If you don't actually send through that preset, so if we look here, go to Output Method, this is specific to Konicas. See this this account track code? If that's not in there, then it can't print. And if we go to default settings and look here, it's unchecked. And give it a second. See how it's unchecked, so it won't actually send the code through with our print job, and this wouldn't print. So it's really important they actually have the preset picked along with the printer. I very quickly wanted to touch on one other thing. This is a somewhat infrequent problem, but it does happen occasionally. If you try to print a page and it looks like it goes through okay, but it doesn't end up on the printer, and you can't figure out why, you're choosing the right printer, you're choosing the correct preset, but still it's not going, give it a try on another browser. So if you're using Safari, give it a try on Chrome. Or if you're using Firefox, give it a try on Safari or Chrome. There are occasional printing issues specific with programs. For example, Firefox, specifically on Mac, will stop sending the printer code along with print jobs. It's a pretty well-known issue among people who work with the business level printers and have Firefox that they have to support. There's no known reason. The only real fix is to completely uninstall Firefox, go and find all the preference files, delete them, and then reinstall Firefox. So if you end up having an issue with Firefox or Chrome or Safari, give it a try on another browser first. And if that doesn't solve the problem, go see staff and get on our schedule and hook up with one of the 30-minute support slots, and we'll try and figure it out. Thank you very much.